InTheFace!
Davo in Cernobile, ponos no.
Yeah, I got a few things to talk about. If I remember everything, fine. If I don't, I'll call back. But number one, the call by Trestman to kick on second down, overall is probably not the right call. I think if he had to do it again, he'd probably run another play there. But at the same time, that's a makeable field goal, and for Deuce to say that you can't blame Robbie Gould that's complete bullshit. Because he's a fucking, I think he's the highest paid kicker in the league. If he's not, he will be next year. And he is, I think, the most accurate kicker in the league right now. I don't know if Vanderjagt's still in the league or not. So, yes, you can blame him because that was a makeable field goal. Yeah, his wife had a baby in the morning and he probably didn't get much sleep. I don't give a shit. You're a professional fucking athlete. Go out there and do your job. At the same time, yes, Trestman could have put him in a better position. So I think there's enough blame to go all around here. The second comment is, you know, I heard people talk about Lovie Smith and how he was way too quiet and he didn't inspire any energy in his players and shit like that, and that's complete BS. And now I hear people talking the same thing about Trestman when the Bears are losing games because he's not very excitable. And then I hear other people, or maybe even the same people, when it comes to Thibodeau, talking about how he's always screaming and yelling, and that's not good. Well, which fucking is it? Is it one or the other? I think people just like to complain in this town. And the third point is, I think we hold all of our coaches, I don't know if it's just in this town or if it's everywhere, but we hold everybody, whether it's Trestman or Thibodeau or whoever the hell it might be, to such a high degree, like these guys are some kind of infallible gods that they can't make a mistake. Well, guess what? They're fucking human beings. They're going to make a mistake, especially when you got a million things going on at once. You're going to make a wrong decision sometimes. When was the last time you went a year without making some kind of mistake at your job? That's all I got to say about that.
I don't give a shit.
Yo, guys, what's happening? Haven't had a chance to reply to the original post, but wanted to offer a few opinions here, most of which have already been covered, so try to keep it brief. The second down call, everybody's covered that pretty well. I mean, not a whole lot more you can say about it. I think it was a bad call. I've never been one that liked the kick the field goal early call to begin with, even in the third down. Everybody says, oh, this is a smart play. If something happens, they have another time to do it. How many times have you seen something happen? Rarely, if ever. Have you ever seen something happen on third down where they get another chance to kick it on fourth down? Rarely ever happens, right? So it's a game of percentages. Why not take the percentage of maybe gaining a few extra yards as to 0.01% that something's going to go wrong on the snap? I mean, it just rarely ever happens. I don't like that. I've never been a big fan of it in the first place. On third down, to do it on second down, just blows my mind. But anyways, the McCown or Cutler question. Stupid question. Everybody knows that. If you listen to this show, everybody knows it's a stupid question. But it's a necessary question, and I do agree and I believe a lot of the points have been covered. McCown's he's like the girl in between, your long-term girlfriend. Maybe she's going on a trip for work. I don't know, maybe she's going to Europe. She's going to be gone for a year. Kind of had that talk, and meet this other girl. She's great. I mean, kids never fight, a lot of fun, nothing's going wrong, seems perfect. You just know the long-term perspective. It's not there. And I think that's my analysis of it. Great guy, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, he's been with a lot of other teams. I mean, maybe she was with a lot of your friends. That's a problem. Just know there's not a lot of long-term growth, not a long-term perspective. So, sticking with Jay, as always, and we defend him because that's what we do. But the Thibodeau argument, that was the one I wanted to talk on a little bit more. The thoughts of him not being a coach that can take it to the next level. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with it. I think it's been some bad luck here. And a string of unfortunate events. But you think about the fact that he was a Knicks assistant. In '89 they went to the finals. He was an assistant with Houston when they had a really good defensive side of the court in the mid 2000s. You think about the Celtics championship, who a lot of people accredit their defense and winning that championship to Thibodeau. You son of a bitch. Cut me off. But anyways, you think about the Bulls winning 62 games the other year. I think that you compare him to a guy like Popovich, like Fredson did. I think there's a lot of similarities there in terms of kind of defensive-minded, building a core of players. But my biggest gripe and thing that I think that maybe can be dealt with or maybe improved upon is substitutions. And as Stefan also said, Popovich's brilliance of developing young players, saving minutes. You look at the Heat of this year, Udonis Haslem's barely playing at all so far. Do you think that that's going to stay the same during the playoffs? No, they're saving him. So I think that would be my biggest criticism of Tibbs so far is personnel, developing personnel and substitutions and thinking about the long term of the season. First injury, we all know that he probably shouldn't even have been in the game. So that's my feedback. See you later, boys and girls.
Da volim crno-bele, ponosno